This is my birthday, by the way.
Yeah, 4th of July, yes. See? Exactly.
Actually, it's also like an a holiday.
It's an American day.
yeah,
Yes,
a
4th of
holiday.
July, which is like similar to Independence Day.
Yeah, we talked about.
He's trying to be cool. Hello, everyone. Welcome back again.
I am Seray.
And I am Wissam. And we are the amazing English duo. Today, my friends, we are going to talk about something that we've talked about before, to be honest, but this time we're going to use it differently. Do you remember prepositions?
Prepositions. Yeah.
Yes.
Makasla, kağıtla, kutuyla hep bunları anlattık biz.
That was a preposition of place. This time we're going to talk about the same topic, but the usage of it is different. Last time we talked about prepositions of place. This time we're going to talk about prepositions of time. So we use the same ones, but it's about time. All right?
Okay.
All right. So let's remember the prepositions again. So we have three prepositions that we use them, like the basic ones, which are, can you tell me, what are the prepositions?
Time için mi bu? Time için onu mu söyleyeyim?
Yes. So what are, we have three of them. We have three of them, yes.
Ben geçen video dedim ya, at.
Yes. So there's at,
On.
there's in, and there's on. Yes. So at, in, on, at, doesn't matter which which way you say them. Those are the three prepositions that we're going to be working with today.
Evet, hadi bakalım.
Hadi
Merak
bakalım.
ediyorum. Ben hep karıştırıyorum. Geçen videoda gördüm.
Let's start with in. Now, before we start, actually, there's a general idea about the preposition. The more specific, like every time you are very, very specific, we go with at. But if we're talking general, we use in. Like it has a very, very, like you can think of it as a timeline. If you're talking very, very general, you say in. If you're talking a little bit more specific, we say on. If you're talking about specific thing exactly, we use at.
Güzel. Böyle aslında aklımızda
Yeah,
tutabiliriz.
this one is easier to understand. So let's go with in. Now, what do we use in for? The first thing we use in for is parts of the day. What does that mean, parts of the day? Biliyor musun?
Sabah öyle akşam.
Yes, so for example, in the afternoon, in the evening. So for example, I'll see you in the evening. I'll
Evet,
see
bayağı
you.
genel bir aslında.
Yes, it's very general because you're not talking about specific time, you're talking about specific, well, like a
Evet,
range.
sabah.
Yes.
Kuşluk vakti.
I heard of this before, but I don't know how to translate it, but I know it's weird. So we use in. Another thing we use in, which actually we talked about in our previous videos, we use it for month.
Month.
Yes. For example, okay, we said I was born on, but if you're talking like, when this thing happened, for example, if you don't want to say exactly the day you were born, say
Sadece ayı söylemek.
Sadece ayı söylemek istiyorsun, okay? Günler söylemiyorsun. Okay, when were you born? I was born in August, or you were born in April, for example.
Yani doğru. 30 gün bayağı geniş bir zaman dedim.
Yes, so we're talking in general. It doesn't matter which day. We say in this month.
Yep.
Okay. So, for example, I'm traveling to Greece in
August.
In August, for example. Yeah, like that. For in, we also use it for dates or for like the year. For example, you were born in the year 2003, right?
Yeah.
I was born in 1990. You were born in 2003. So let's keep it this way.
1919 diyorsun. Onun yerine şey de diyemeyiz mi? 1900.
No, we don't. I mean, you can read it.
99.
You can read it like that, but it's better if you read it like
O zaman ben de 23. Yo,
2003.
2003.
If you want to use it like that, but because of because there are two zeros, so people say 2003. But for example, if you're talking about like 2010, you can say 2010 or 2010.
Tamam.
Yeah, like that. So yes, so that was in. Now let's move on to another one, which is on. On, we use it for a little bit more specific. It's not like in, which is general. Everything is general. We use it. For example, for holidays.
Mesela.
Holidays with the word day in them. So,
Tamam, okay. Direkt o holiday'in adıyla.
yes. So for
Like-
example, Women's Day.
Yeah. Previous.
Which is yeah. Happy Women's Day, by the way.
Geçti ama ne?
Geçti, but yes. So Women's Day, for example, Labor Day, Birthday.
Birthday.
Yes, for example.
On my birthday.
On my birthday, yes, there you go. Yes, so she started dancing for some reason. But yes, on her birthday. For example, we're gonna meet on her birthday, for example. So on her birthday, we're gonna meet. On my birthday, we're gonna meet on Valentine's Day, for example.
Aa, çok mantıklı.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. Any English special day that has the word day in it, then we use on. Okay. Yes. Also, we use it. We've talked about it before, which is we use it to talk about the days of the month. So, like we're talking about
Days of the
specific
month?
days, days of the month, like specific day of the month.
Ha şey.
Yes. So we're not saying in August. Second, like it's like I was born on the 2nd of August.
Doğru.
Different
Bir
video.
önceki previous video.
Yeah.
We talked about that. We talked
about that.
Yeah, we talked about that.
She's trying to be cool. Yes, we talked about that. So,
This is my birthday, by the way.
yeah, 4th of July. Yes. See, exactly.
Actually, it's also like in a holiday.
It's an American day.
yeah,
Yes, 4th of
holiday.
July, which is like similar to Independence Day. So yes. So for example, she was born on the 4th of July, and I was born on the 2nd of August. So whenever you're talking about specific day of the month, we use on. But if you're talking about the month only, then we use in.
Okay.
Yeah, so like we talked about before. So we said, so days of the month, also with dates like full date, we can also use on as well. Now, the third preposition is at. At is actually very easy to use. We talk about specific time. Very,
Çok
very
specific.
specific. Yes. For example, first of all, we use it for holidays without day. For example, New Year.
New Year Day değil de New Year.
New Year, at New Year's. Like we met at New Year's. Because you don't say Easter. Şükran günü? Yes, Easter. So we say Easter or New Days. But
Ama
this
ben
is
bunu karıştırırım.
yes. This one don't use it because in Turkish you're gonna have a problem with it because in Turkish you always say günü. So that's why don't think about it. This one, but we use it for a very specific thing. At we use it with time, with
Ben bunu şimdi soracağım sana.
Okay.
Bahset biraz.
okay. So we use it with time. For example, let's meet at 5, at 6, at 7, at 7:30, at 8, at 8:45. So any time we have a specific clock, we use at.
Peki.
Yes.
Burada noon and midnight yazıyor ya.
Now we have this one. Yes, the noon and the midnight.
Burada işler karışıyor. Bir
No,
dakika.
actually, it's easy.
Burada işler karışıyor.
It's easy. Let me explain.
Burada da var çünkü.
Let me explain. Now, some people say like, why noon? What does noon mean?
Öyle.
Öğlen. At midnight, and midnight, or night
yarısı.
also.
Gece yarısı.
Yes. Now, these two times, when we're talking about noon, which is 12 o'clock, and midnight, which is also 12 o'clock. So we're talking about time.
Tam belirli, çok belirli.
Yes. So we're talking about specific time. That's why we use at. So I sleep at midnight, or I go to work at noon, because it's very specific. So we use at with these times.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Let's repeat them quickly. In, we use it for, we said parts of the day. For example, in the evening, in the afternoon, like that. And also we use it for month or for the year.
Tamam.
Okay. For on, we use it for 4 different things. The first one, we use it for any holiday with the word day in it.
Evet.
That's
okay.
one. Second one, we use it for the days of the week. For example, on Monday, on Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Evet.
We use it also for the day of the month. For example, on 4th of July.
Yes.
And we use it for dates, like full date.
Evet.
Full date.
Evet.
Okay, like that.
Like
For example, 4th of July, on 4th of July, 2003,
okay.
you were born. Like that. That's a full date. The last one we use it is at. Again, I don't want you to mix it with on. So at is only for time.
okay.
Okay, for clock. So for like 5, 6, 7, it doesn't matter. Also for midnight and midday.
Evet, çünkü onlar 12'yi gösteriyor.
Yes, because those are actually 12 o'clock. let's read some examples. Read some examples. So let's read them.
I have a meeting at 9 o'clock.
So here we said at the
At.
time, so we use at. I have a meeting at 9 o'clock. Very good.
The shop closes at midnight.
So again,
Yani?
it's time.
Ama gece 12.
Yes, so that's why we use at because it's midnight.
Geçiyoruz.
Yes.
Jane went home at 1:30.
Again, we use at
Saat.
because saat.
In England, it often snows in December.
Okay, so
Çok
here,
daha general. bir
because
şey.
here we didn't say exactly which day of December it snows, but generally it snows in December. So that's why we used in here. Very good.
We will go to the concert in May.
Again, because May is general, we're talking about only the month, so we use in. Very good.
Do you work on Mondays?
Do you work?
Mon değil,
Not
Monday.
mon. Yes, there you go. Okay. So, do you work on Mondays? Okay.
Do
So,
you work on Mondays?
we all do work on Mondays. So yes. So Monday is a
Komik
day of the
soru.
week. So it's on.
Where will you be
Where will you be?
on New Year's Day?
Yes, on New Year's Day because that's why the word day in there. So that's why we use on.
And these are the prepositions
Of the time. Yes, there we go. She got it for the first time. All right. Thank you so much for joining us for the video today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We are reading all of your comments, and every feedback you give us is actually a learning opportunity for us. So thank you so much for leaving all these comments.
Araya da giremiyorum. Böyle kaldım.
Böyle kaldı. It's like ne konuşuyor bu adam? So yes, thank you so much. See you next week.